Wow, can you believe the year 2022 ends today? That went quickly, didn't it? No need to check the calendar. We're not talking about the regular calendar year. We're talking about the fiscal year, specifically talking about the legislative calendar year. June 30th is a day a lot of state offices have circled on their calendars because by the end of business today, which was about 20 minutes ago, all state budgets must be balanced, even the lieutenant governor's budget. Lieutenant Governor McGeachin made it, but there was some worry she wouldn't, and it took some creative accounting to get there. Remember when her office was in the hole by $22,000 because she lost an avoidable lawsuit? Well, to cover her financial losses in her office, she laid off most of her staff and went without a paycheck for her last few months in order to get back in the black. And she did, sort of. Here's how the state controller's office broke it down going into the final payroll period of fiscal year 2022. The lieutenant governor's office had $724.42 left in the account. This is after they withheld $1,700 of her salary to help make up for that lawsuit deficit. $575 of it had to come out for employer-paid benefits, things like health insurance. That's $511, retirement for $17, $5 for workers' compensation expense. And that left Lieutenant Governor McGeachin with a gross salary of $148.50 for the last pay period. That left her office with 72 cents in the account, a budget surplus, enough to maybe buy a Coke out of the vending machine, maybe. Well, did I say gross salary? Well, after her portion of benefits and taxes, Lieutenant Governor McGeachin will get a final paycheck, or did, of $20.20. However, she's going to get a good chunk of that $1,700 back in August, so it didn't all come out in the wash. And did I say budget surplus? The state of Idaho will end the fiscal year by breaking another record for extra cash in the account. About $1.3 billion, which isn't as much as the bean counters thought it would be back in January, but which was about $1.6 billion, but it is much more than where we ended last fiscal year. Remember when $890 million seemed like a lot of money? Well, the final numbers will come out in about 2 weeks, so stay tuned. It could be more than that.